Hi folks, this is Matt Wilson from Traxxas, and I'm just going to give you a whistle-stop tour of our new Bugle 5 ADF. Just going to log in here. Now, you'll notice straight away that this is browser native now. There are no Java requirements to use in the software, which will hopefully help you all a lot maintaining your ability to sign into the software. It works in any browser, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Edge, all those have been tested. So you'll see when I come in here to the screen now, I have a bunch of menu options here. Now these have been saved as my favorites, but the menu system is up here in the corner and it's done via these screens. The reason I have those items on my menu is because I've changed these little stars to yellow, which adds them to that sign on screen when I'm there, plus also in my favorites list. I'm just going to minimize that. So one of the big new features we're excited about with Bugle ADF is the dashboard feature. Now I'm going to load up a dashboard that I have previously saved, which will also show you how every screen in here now is completely customizable, and you can save the layouts you create, so you don't have to redo these things every time. I've got multiple different dashboard layouts I've saved, so I'm just going to pick one now. Now, these are running quite a lot of data, so this may take a short while to load up. But the key thing here is that you would otherwise have to go to Acumen for these types of bits of information, which any Acumen user would know is a far more kind of challenging and slower process. So once these load up, it's a lot of data at your fingertips, which we hope you'll find really useful. I'm sure there are lots and lots of different layouts you'll be able to come up with. So here we have some dashboard widgets that are now loading up. Now what I did here was create some write time and PPM comparison graphs, looking at both of those metrics at different terminating locations, in this instance using TPE's network. You'll see a few differences in here to things that you can't normally do in Bugle. So you've got targets in here now. There's an area where you can put targets in. When you highlight any of these things, it will show you the data behind them. So it's not just the graph. And because it's browser native now, we can take this to a full screen approach. So this could be put on screens around your business. I'll just F11 out of that. And again, because it's browser native, it would be very easy just to go into your browser menu, click print that as a PDF, and send it to anyone as a daily report. There are multiple uses for these widgets. These are purely about train running. I've also got things around Bugle management itself, so I'll just load this view up. So I've loaded here another version of a dashboard, which is really looking at delay attribution and incidents. So I have a list of year-to-date worst incidents, current period to date, worst Bugle managers for not having a root cause in incidents. And here only got a without bit on here because this is not a live system, but this shows how you could manage incidents with and without root causes. So there are lots and lots of uses for the dashboards, and the great thing is anyone who comes up with one can go to our layout manager and select a destination user, and then really simply copy a layout to another manager, so that people in the business can instantly have the good work that you've done and not have to spend time building up the right screens for themselves. Great idea, because obviously you can filter these widgets with lots of different ways, including things like specific locations or Bugle Manager, so you can build different screens for different roles in the business. You always have the ability as well to pick date ranges and things like that, either last 13 periods, for example, current period, or the period compare, where it would compare every period 7 that you have data for, and this is going back for a long time as well. So that's the dashboards. Really excited to see what people will be able to do with those. Now the other bit that we're very interested with Bugle is attribution. So I'll go to the incident attribution screen. Now we have redesigned this slightly, but the idea has been to keep it as familiar as possible. So whilst you get lots of benefits for having this new format, you don't have to do extensive retraining of casual users and delay attribution managers. Here's the screen loading up now. So you'll see it looks different. One of the big things we've added is you now have trust incident text down here. You've got the network rail and the train operator side of things. And that's in for every incident that we bring in via PSS data. The screens are completely customizable, so anything can be moved around as you like. We have added the ability to put conditional formatting in, so you can see here we've got it on the date, but you could add any kind of conditional formatting to any data in here you like. So if you want to flag incidents with cancellations in as red or something like that, very easily done in the edit colors bit here. And we also have a great new feature which is export to Excel. So if I click that really quickly, hopefully you'll see there we go, an Excel file pop up down here, and all your list of incidents is now in this file, and it maintains the conditional formatting you've added. So what you'll see is some green date columns when we open the file up. Here we go, and there's the conditional formatting still intact. So a really good, quick way to get to data, and you can see here it's exported a lot of data in just a few seconds. I'll close that. So we've taken away the buttons in their old format, so we've now just put icons to clean the interface up a bit. But if you do hover over, you'll see that it tells you what they are. There is the other option to do your attribution via drop-down menus within the incident. So a couple of options, and hopefully both of those fit the purpose and won't confuse any casual users. I'll just come out of that, and you'll see these are all popping up in their own tabs. Everything opens in tabs now separately, and the great thing about that is if I just pick the load control form, for example, I now have the dashboards open and I'm able to work elsewhere in Bugle. If I separate these tabs, what I can do is I can have what I'm working in over there and my dashboards here, and you'll see the dashboards resize when the screen resizes. We also have a nice feature that just pops up a dashboard to fill the screen if you want to see more detail. I'll just close the load control form and expand this. So that's a really quick overview. We've redesigned every screen, and hopefully it's all very kind of intuitive if you're a current Bugle user. Some nice additional features like the dashboard, like the trust text, and hopefully the ability to change the screens to look however you want will be embraced by users all around your business. We'll be rolling this out for the remainder of 2017, and we hope you really enjoy using it.